Hey guys, Jordy here and welcome to another video. Today I'll be having a look at the Shire of Anger world boss, which is kind of like a VOA or Tolbarad-esque boss, which drops tier gloves and leggings as well as PvP gloves and leggings. He also drops a quest item which gives you epic pair of boots, which I'll link at the end of this video.
Yes, yes! Bring your rage to bear! Try to strike me down!
First step to defeating this boss is actually finding him in the wild. He can spawn in 3 different points. Coordinates will be shown on the screen in a moment. One is southwest of One Keg, one is southwest of the West Wind Rest, and one is northeast of the East Wind Rest. It's generally quite easy to find, just look for the big black areas on the ground, and if he's spawned you can see him from quite a while away, screams throughout the zone, and it's actually very large. Now we know where to find him, let's have a look at some of his special abilities and strategy in which to kill him.
My fury is unleashed!
First thing to remember is always have a tank that's kept in range, or he'll be casting Seath, which is basically a Shadow Bolt, inflicts 74,000 to 86,000 shadow damage and gives them a Shadow Vulnerability debuff, increasing damage by 10% for 20 seconds. This stacks, so basically just keep a tank in range at all times, and you'll be right for that one. Second thing to remember is the Endless Rage debuff. It's basically an AoE debuff which affects mobs around them, causing them to turn to elites with about 1.5 million health. This is pretty easy to deal with if you're in a 25-man group, but going there alone is usually quite a bad idea. He also shoots down big bolts by the name of Ire. Basically they shoot down, as you can see on the screen just then, it looks like a black and white lava burst kind of spell, and when it lands on the ground it'll deal 92,000 to 107,000 shadow damage to people in a 3-yard AoE. Basically just dodge these if you can, if not heal through it. It's not that much damage, but it's not the greatest thing for healers to be concentrating on. When they do hit the ground, there will be a mob that spawns by the name of Ire or Ear, or however you pronounce it, which is basically a little elemental mob of anger which is summoned, and yeah, they'll just run around and they kind of hit hard. If they're not dealt with as a group, they do end up killing you. As you'll see later in this video, I get like destroyed by a big group of them. They should just be dealt with by a tank and some AoE, or even just a Death Knight, pop presences, and yeah, as you see in the video, there is a big group of them running amok, and an elite Mushan thing just kind of running around killing everyone. The group I was in was very sloppy, to be honest. I'd die, but I do get battle resed. So yeah, basically just keep control of the ads and you should be okay. Another thing to remember is the spell Bitter Thoughts, which is cast upon the ground. As you see, the big black clouds that are kind of sitting there. They're basically summoned when the lava burst hits the ground. They'll persist for a minute and silence anyone who's standing in it. So basically move away from them, kill the ads, and TPS down the boss.
Does that make you angry? My fury is unleashed!
As you can see, the screen is turned red. That's called the Unleashed Wrath, and that's when the Shire of Anger reaches 100 rage. That increases your damage done, and damage that's done to you by, I'm pretty sure it's 50%. So basically use that to your advantage. As you can see, I die here from being swamped by those Ire things, and then battle raised by my friend. But this is the time to DPS down the boss very quickly. If you don't do this, you probably wipe, just because the amount of silencing clouds and ads that are being added to the fight, it's really just becomes very messy. My group didn't do a very good job of this at all. Yeah, so
just don't die again.
as you can see from there, you just kind of run around and kill the boss, and yeah, good luck. I should also say I apologise for not having any sound in this area. There was a lot of vent chatter and it really just wasn't necessary for the video, so yeah, sorry about that. Now if you've made it this far, I'd just like to congratulate you on defeating the Shire of Anger boss. Before you do run away, because you didn't win any loot like me, make sure to go loot him and get the Claw of Anger. That is a quest item that starts a quest. It's easy to get a pair of epic boots, which is a great start to your gear if you've just hit level 90 like me.
Jord, remember to loot the boss.
Before I go guys, I'd just like to say thank you, and if you are interested on seeing and how to do the quest for those free epic boots, just click on the annotation above. If you have any questions at all about anything, just please don't hesitate to YouTube message me or comment or even whisper me in game. My name is on the screen. I'd just like to say thanks again guys. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.